Children, today we are solving the quadratic equations by factorization method. These are the questions from practice set 2.2 algebra maths 1. The question is given as x square minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. First of all, we have to see whether the given equation is in the general form or no. If it is in the general form, then let us see the next step. And if it is not in the general form, first we have to reform the equation and put it in the general form. Then we can continue solving it. Now, because already this equation is in the general form, let us see the next step. The middle term has to be splitted, has to be written in two terms. How to be written that? First of all, let us take the product of the ends. Here there is 1. So 1 multiplied by 54 gives us 54. So let us make a diamond shape 54, and the middle term is minus 15x, that is the coefficient of x is minus 15. So you have to take two numbers in such a manner which when multiplied you will get 54, and when added or subtracted you should get minus 15. So let us find the factors of 54. When you find the factors of 54, keep it in your mind, children. You have to do the prime factorization, that is divide only with prime numbers. So when you divide with 2 you get 27, divide with 3 9, and again with 3 you get 3, and when you do with 3 you get 1. So here you have to make pairs, children. When you multiply 2, 3, 3 and 3, definitely you will get 54. But how you will make pairs so that when you add up or either subtract you should get minus 15. So what to be done? See, let us try. 2 multiplied by 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27 gives you 54. Either you multiply 6 into 9, still it is 54, or either 3 to the 6 3s are 18 multiplied by 3, even this gives you 54, or even if you multiply 54 multiplied by 1, that still gives you 54. So among these four, children, which pair you will need, which when added up or subtracted you are getting minus 15. So if you see 6 and 9, when you add up you will get 15, and if you add minus 6 minus 9 you are getting minus 15. Therefore the two factors are minus 6 and minus 9, which when multiplied with each other you will get plus 54, and the numbers minus 6 and minus 9, when you add up you get minus 15. So minus 15x is splitted in two numbers, that is minus 6x and minus 9x, which becomes two terms. So x square minus 6x minus 9x plus 54. Now take common from the first two. If you take common from the first two x, you are left with x minus 6. And from the rest two, you have to take minus 9. Because if you take minus sign common, x will become positive, and 54 will, from 54 if you take 9 common, you are left with minus 6. So here x is left positive x, and in the second case minus 6. Now again you got two terms. From these two terms you can take x minus 6 common, so you will be left with x minus 9. Therefore you can say that these two factors what you got, first you have to equate them individually with 0. x x minus 6 is equal to 0, so you have to write it either x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. Hence, what do you get? The minus 6 becomes positive when it goes to the right hand side, and minus 9 becomes positive again. So, you got your answer as the roots of the given equation, the roots of the given equation are 6 and 9. Alright, so this work has to be done in the rough, children, and you have to do the fair work over here. Did you understand? Let us do question number 2, the second question. Let us solve it again the same manner. The second question is x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. First see whether it is in the manner of the general form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If it is in the similar manner, then continue doing the next step. The middle term and the end terms you have to see. 1 multiplied by minus 20 gives you minus 20, and the middle one is no number is showing, means always plus 1. Try to take always with the sign. Now 20, when you factorize, prime factorization always means divide with the prime numbers. 2 5s are and 5 1s are. So there are n number of ways, that is 2 into 10 gives you 20, even 4 multiplied by 5 gives you 20, even 20 multiplied by 1 gives you 20. But which one is possible over here? That we have to see, children. If we see, the second pair is much more possible. So 5 and 4. Here's, children, the answer when you add or subtract is a positive one. Remember, when you have this number as a positive number, definitely the bigger number will be positive and the smaller one will be negative, so that when you multiply both you get minus 20, but when you subtract you will get plus 1. That is 5 minus 4 is 1, and 5 multiplied by minus 4 is minus 20. Fine. So you are splitting the middle term as minus 4x plus 5x minus 20 is equal to 0. Take x common, you will get as x minus 4, plus take 5 common, you will again get as x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now from these two you can take x minus 4 common. You are left with, in the first case you are left with x, and in the second case you are left with plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a OR sign, children. This is a OR sign. Now either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 4. The minus 4 becomes positive when it goes to the right hand side, and x is equal to minus 5. Therefore the roots of the given equation are 4 and minus 5. Alright, 4 and minus 5. Now let us go for the fourth one. I am doing the fourth one, children. I am doing the fourth one, given as 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. Here children, see the given equation. You have to first put it in the general form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 means make the right hand side 0, bring everything to the left hand side, plus 22m becomes minus 22m and plus 15 becomes minus 15 is equal to 0. The n terms, product of the n terms gives you minus 75 and the middle term is minus 22. So you have to find the factors of 75 children. Always remember prime factorization, 5 15 times, 5 3 times and 3 once. So you have many combinations. 5 15 times is 75, 25 3 times is 75, even 75 once is 75. So which pair is useful for us? See, if you see the middle one children, 25 and 3 when multiplied 75, 25 and 3 when subtracted 22, but 22 is having a negative sign. So the pair is 25 and 3. See children, the answer is in negative. So the bigger number will have a negative, so that when you add the negative integer and the positive one, you will get negative 22. And when you are multiplying both, you are getting negative 75. So 5m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. Here from first two terms you can take 5 and m also common. You are left with 1m minus 5. 5m into m, 5m square, 5 into 5, 25 and m. It has been taken as common. From these two we can take plus 3, positive 3 common. You are left with m minus 5, that is equal to 0. So from these two terms children, you can take m minus 5 common and the other one is left with 5m plus 3. So now either m minus 5 is equal to 0 or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0, or 5m is equal to minus 3, therefore m is equal to minus 3 upon 5. Hence the roots of the equation given are 5 and minus 3 upon 5. Alright children, now let us come to a question number 5. I am doing question number 5, that is given as 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. Children, we have to put it in the general form of x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If you see here, we have 2 in the table. So the next question is 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. That is the fifth question. We have to put it in the form of x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. See here, the denominator we have 2. So we need to remove this 2. To remove the 2 from the denominator, we have to multiply each and every term of the equation by 2. So multiply throughout by multiply throughout by 2. What do you get? C. 2x square multiplied by 2 minus 2x multiplied by 2 plus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 0 multiplied by 2. That gives us 4x square minus 4x plus 2 and 2 got cancelled, plus 1 is left, is equal to 0. Now this equation is in the form of the general form of the quadratic equation. So as usual, the product of the n terms, 4 multiplied by 1 gives you 4, and the diamond shape with the middle term in the bottom. Okay, now what we are going to take here, so that we will get after multiplication 4, and after either addition or subtraction minus 4. So always whenever you are taking the factors, children, prime factors only, the number should be the prime numbers. So 2 multiplied by 2 either is one pair, or you can take 4 and 1, that gives you the answer 4. So here we can take it as the first pair, 2 and 2 when multiplied 4, and 2 and 2 when added 4, but it is not negative when you add 2 and 2. So we want negative 4. You can take then minus 2 and minus 2. When minus 2 and minus 2 added up, you get minus 4, and minus 2 and minus 2 when multiplied with each other, you get the answer positive 4. Therefore we got as 4x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. From the first two terms you can take 2x common, so you are left with x minus 1, and from the we are left with 2x minus 1, and from the second case you can take minus 1 common, you are left with 2x minus 1 again. See, 2 2s are 4, x into x, x square, and minus 1, because 2x entirely you have removed, so left is minus 1. We are having 2x minus 1, and 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So either 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or again 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So your answer will be, take the 1 to the other side, becomes positive, and similar manner the 2 is being multiplied over here, take it to the other side, becomes in the denominator, and you got your value of x as 1 upon 2. So therefore the answer you got as 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. The roots are 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. Alright, let us take in the similar manner the sixth question, that is 6x minus 2 upon x is equal to 1. X is in the denominator. The equation is not in the form of x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So multiply throughout by x. What do you get? 6x multiplied by x minus 2 upon x multiplied by x is equal to 1 multiplied by x. That gives us 6x square minus 2 is equal to x. Put it in the general form, bring x to the left hand side, becomes negative. Arrange it properly, 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. You got your equation as 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. The product of the n terms, 6 multiplied by minus 2 gives you minus 12. So minus 12, the diamond shape, the middle term minus 1. What can be the pairs, children? Check out. 12, 3 4s are 12, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. It can be 3 multiplied by 4. It can be 6 multiplied by 2. It can be 12 multiplied by 1. So we can have the first one 3 and 4 because the answer is negative. So bigger number will be in negative. You will get your terms as minus 3x. It is plus 3x and minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. The first two, take the common 3x. You are left with 2x plus 1, and again if you take 2 common, children, minus also you have to take common, so that we are left with 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Hence we get as 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So either 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we get as 2x is equal to 1 or x is equal to, then 2x is equal to minus 1, children. Plus 1 when goes to the other side becomes minus 1, and x is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Similar manner here, 3x is equal to 2. The minus 2 when goes to the other side becomes plus 2, and otherwise 3x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 2 upon 3. So you got your answers as the roots of the given equation are minus 1 upon 2 and 2 upon 3. So this is one kind of question, children. Let us see one more kind of question. I am doing the 7th one, children. 7th one. What is given as root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0, because it is already in the general form. So extremes root 2 multiplied by 5 root 2 gives you root 2 into root 2 is 2, children, multiplied by 5, that is equal to 10. Okay, so 10 and the middle one is 7. So if you see 10, 2 5s are 10 and 5 1s are 5. So 5 and 2 are the pairs. So both are positives, children. When all the terms are positive, generally you don't find any difficulty. Even you will get your numbers as a positive ones. So it can be written as root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So children, here 2 has to be again written in the form of root 2 into root 2x, because we know root 2 multiplied by root 2 gives you 2. Root 3 multiplied by root 3 gives us 3. Root 4 multiplied by root 4 gives us 4. So we can write the 2 as root 2 multiplied by root 2. The rest as they are 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So from these two we can take common root 2x. Root 2 and 1x went outside, so you are left with only 1x plus 1 root 2x is taken common, so you are left with 1 root 2 plus 5 you have taken common, so again you are left with x plus root 2. So from these two terms, children, you can take x plus root 2 common, so you are left with root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So what do you get now? Either x plus root 2 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to minus root 2, or root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, that gives us root 2x is equal to minus 5, again that gives us x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. So your answer is the roots of the given equation are minus root 2 and minus 5 upon root